the Power Chat series. We have a pre-show for the next tournament that you're going to want to head to. We have the Battle in the Midwest Martial Arts Tournament with the promoter, the founder. This is the 8th annual year, Mike Scott. Mike, how are you doing today?
Real good. And you?
Good. I'm excited to have you on, especially because I'm out here in the Midwest in Omaha, Nebraska. And so this
Okay,
is
yes,
going to be
ma'am.
exciting for people to participate in. It's a ProMac rated event in Stafford, Missouri. Tell me a little bit more about how you're feeling ahead of the tournaments coming up September 30th.
Oh, we're feeling pretty good about everything. We've worked pretty hard all year to get this thing pulled off. And so far, registration is looking really good. And we got everything all set up. So we're feeling pretty good about it so far.
Okay. All right. NASCAR rated. It's Point Fighter Live approved. You have the accreditation at the bottom of your flyer here, but tell me a little bit more about what people can expect for this event.
Well, it's going to be your usual face of the ProMac events. So you've got all the great staff and the scorekeepers and so on. One of the special things that we have is we border all of our rings with LEDs and everything. So it kind of gives a little different look to it. And got a great show coming up here.
That's different. Where did you get the inspiration for that?
Well, I've been in the sign business for 45 years, so being around LEDs for quite some time, like it just kind of popped into me there. So this year we're adding one more set that would be an amber color for our black belt and grand champ ring. Call it the golden ring. The rest of them are all red. So yeah,
Yeah, so there's absolutely no excuse for someone during a fight to step out of the ring. It's literally flashing for you.
that's right.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, so it's September 30th. It's a 1 day event. Let's talk about the schedule, when people need to arrive, and when you hope that you'll get them done for the day.
Okay, we're going to open up our registration at 7 o'clock and for check-in and everything. Then we've got everything kicking off at either 8:30 or 9 o'clock. That is maybe going to change to 8:30. Typically, we're 9 o'clock, and then there's going to be a scheduled sessions, and Joey's working all that right now. So we think we've got everything just about all finished up, and we should be posting that here in the next day.
All right, that's coming up soon. Stafford, Missouri. How close is that? I mean, tell me geographically a little bit what people can expect when they come in for your tournament. How far are you to the closest, biggest metropolitan city, and things like that?
Stratford is just a suburb of Springfield. Basically, it's just about 5, 6, 7 minutes out there to it at the Stratford Sports Center, and it's a great venue there. It's 4 years old, and it's still like brand new there. So they're a great host for us there, and
Nice.
so we're just right there. Our hotel is right here in Springfield, and it's at the Hampton Inn. That's our supporting hotel, and we've got many restaurants and lots of activities, everything right around in that venue right there.
Shopping, things like that people can do.
Yes, yeah, there's a little bit of some shopping, of course, Walmart and things like that, but restaurants, many things just right in that local area there.
Okay. All right, great. Now, I see some of the events that you have listed here. You have your first timers events, padded
Yes,
swords. That's something that is gaining some traction. It's always fun too. Tell
it
me
is
more
where,
about the events you're offering.
okay, we have everything from first timers to adaptive. We have something for everybody. We have 285 divisions that we've opened up. And so we've got padded sword actually all the way through adult black belt because we always like seeing those guys get in there and try to go at it as well.
Yeah, that is always it's entertaining division to begin with. It doesn't really matter who's doing it, but I think it gets
Yes,
more
ma'am.
entertaining as you get older.
Yes. Yeah,
Great,
and all
very
the
cool.
egos that go along with it with the black belts here. So it's always kind of cool to watch those guys try to get it there. So we're
Registration.
also, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So you mentioned registration at the day of is going to be available, but for people who want to just get it done and get it out of the way and possibly secure a better rate, how and where can they do that?
Madaction.com or ProMatKarate.com.
Okay. And will they get a better rate if they do it tonight or tomorrow than when they do it at the door?
Yes, it's going to go up another $5 here the day of the event. So yeah, they're best to try to get it done before then. We're offering some discounts to schools that have multiple participants. So just get a hold of me if you have a group that's coming in. And we've offered several scholarships so far. So we're just happy to kind of host that thing and support everybody and be right there with them.
All right, Mike, West Side Bad Boys, where does that come from?
That's an old competition team from years ago.
Cool. And is that sort of you're bringing in some history with your event? What is that kind of the vibe?
It kind of has a little bit of that. When we first started this thing, why there was a couple other members that were part of those teams way back in the day, and so that's back in the 70s, 80s, and so we'll just kind of pick that up and carry that flag for about 8 years now. But Battle in the Midwest is our main title on it.
Okay, Battle in the Midwest. You said that registration's looking promising so far. Can people expect
Yes,
some good competition when they come?
I think so. Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay.
we're up over 200 on our pre-registration, so we're very happy about that number. We've grown about 60% over what we had prior. So we're happy to see that progress and everything. Got a lot of people to thank for the help for that. And so we're looking forward to it.
And are you also going to be offering the judging certification too at your event?
There won't be judge certification there at this event.
Okay. So you're feeling confident with the judges that you have to be able to run efficiently and things like that then?
Oh, yes, ma'am. We have mainly all ProMac certified judges and scorekeepers. There is some other locals that are not ProMac people, but they're in the martial arts for many, many years and well qualified for it. So we're good, well staffed, and ready to go.
Great. It is coming up so soon.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
like you said, you've worked year round for this event. Grand champions. There's some prize money that you're offering that you're excited to share. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We're putting up $500 for both men and for women on the sparring grand champion, $300 for both men and women on the kata and weapons. And then we're offering the junior black belts grand champions $100. So something usually they don't see. We also have a $500 for the top school with the most competitors.
What I without giving away kind of the who's at the top right now, what kind of number are people going to have to beat from last year for their school? What was
We're
last
seeing
year's number?
we're seeing some right now. We're seeing some registration from schools that are in the 20s, and one that's promising, looking like it's going to maybe hit the 30 mark.
Okay, so promoters and so tournament, school owners, you kind of have a target that you need to beat more than 30 to get that $500. And you know what? And I know how hectic it is sometimes to have 30 kids from your school trying to make sure the parents are happy. But in the end, it's probably not about the $500, but really just getting that competition mentality and that spirit out of the Battle in the Midwest, right?
That's right. That teamwork, you bet.
Awesome. Very cool. So you also have an assistant co-promoter, David Mizell, helping you out. Are you going to be running around like a chicken without your head at this tournament, or what does your role sort of normally look like as a promoter?
Usually we're just there. David and I both work pretty hard on this thing, and we're just kind of there to be the host and just make sure that everybody's taken care of and they don't have any kind of questions or any concerns or anything. Just kind of being right there to take care of everybody. That's our main goal.
Okay. And the venue sounds like it's new, it's clean, it's fresh. That's always nice. Parking is going to be easy there too.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's got a huge parking lot. So we actually have we occupy 3 basketball rings or full basketball courts, I should say. We have access more to 5, but we currently just set up in 3 of the basketball courts.
Okay. And will there be any food offered on site for competitors and families? Any
Yes, they have a
concession?
full concession stand. Yep, right there at the facility. Of course, we feed our judges and everything and our scorekeepers. But locally, there's some other things. There's Hardee's, different McDonald's, different things of that nature. In Stratford, of course, Springfield's just right up the road there, so you're a host of many, many different restaurants, many styles.
Cool. Okay. All right. Wow. 200 pre-registrations and you still have a week left, more really 10 days to get
Yes,
more
ma'am.
in. That's exciting. Um,
Oh, we're super excited.
and also that prize money as well. Juniors typically don't really get that prize money, so I'm sure you're going to have some excited kids out there too.
Yes, ma'am. We hope so.
What are you most excited for this year, the eighth annual?
I think probably our biggest thing is just reaching this milestone of the attendance and everything. We're super excited about that. We've worked long and hard and struggled with that. A big shout out to Robert Baum for helping us also with some marketing and getting it out there and everything. Seems to be some good success with all that. So that's our big thing right there. Is just kind of reaching a new milestone. We've always had a pretty good show and everything, and just never quite got the attendance that we really wanted. So this year looks like we're on target.
That's great. I'm really happy for you guys. 60%, is that compared to X amount of years ago, or was that last year?
Just last year.
Wow, that's major. 60% coming out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
A 60% increase, I mean, from the year before. From, I'm sure once promoters watch this, they're going to come to you and be like, hey, Mike, how do I do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Okay. All right. So to just overview everything people need to know, September 30th, there is the Hampton, you said, as the host hotel.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Super close to Springfield, Missouri. Prize money on the line, and there's going to be some good competition. And then to
Yes, ma'am.
register on Mad Action or at the ProMac website.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct. Yeah, the hotel is just right there on I-44, so just jump right on I-44, and it's just a few minutes up the road there to the event.
Right. And what's nice is it's a one-day event, and sometimes that's just nice for people to come in, come out. If they're there for the money, if they're there for the competition, they get to sleep in their own bed at night sometimes.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. Got
Okay.
a lot of
Well,
local schools coming in, just surrounding local close areas. So a lot of people supporting us that way. But yeah, there's a lot of people traveling in, and of course we're always appreciative of our judges and scorekeepers. They come from all over. They put it in. So a big shout out to all the judges. They really go on that extra step out there to take care of all the competitors and support the martial arts.
great. Okay. All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much for your time. I wish you a great tournament for your eighth year putting it together. And I'm really excited to see some of those live streams and those videos and those pictures of happy competitors after
Yes,
the
ma'am.
fact.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks for watching the Power Chat series. Catch you tomorrow for some post shows.